that's another thing I want to talk about today, and that's kind of the main topic, is it's thinking that is the problem in the first place, okay? Thinking causes the anxiety, and it intensifies the anxiety. Taking action diminishes the anxiety because you're not thinking about it, you're just doing it, right? So you having the thoughts, like, oh man, I hope I can get this erection, or man, what if I lose it in the middle of what she's going to think if I lose it when I'm inside of her? You're thinking these things, right? That is the source of the problem, that you're thinking them in the first place. Instead of just going for what you want, taking action, right? The leading and reading I talk about, really getting in there and just going for it. When you take action, okay, that's what takes care of the anxiety. And here, I'll bring up this slide here. You might have noticed this in the past. I certainly have. This is public speaking. They're showing this woman with public speaking. And that's actually the people's number one fear, if you didn't know that. If they've done these polls for a long time, and it almost always comes up on top. People are more afraid of getting up and speaking in public than death. Okay, it always beats out death in terms of their fears, right? But you might have done this if you ever done public speaking, and I've done a fair amount of it. It's the thought. It's what you're thinking about before you get on stage, right? That's making you worried, making you anxious. But once you're on stage and you're actually doing your presentation, you're taking action instead of thinking about what you're going to do, you're actually taking the action. The anxiety tends to dissipate quite a bit. It goes down quite a bit, right? Because you're not even giving it a chance to escalate because you're not thinking about that anymore. You're just doing it. You're just giving the presentation, right? And yeah, at the very beginning, when I used to first started doing this, before I was even online, I would go out and give these public talks on sexual health, right? Both to men and women. I wasn't targeting just men at that point. I was talking to men and women, and the way you talk to men and women about sex is very different. So it was stressful. It was stressful thinking about it. And I wasn't I was just becoming a sex expert. I was just a physical therapist at the time. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? All these thoughts would come through. I can't believe I'm about to talk to these people about this. But as soon as I'm up there doing it, that anxiety went down a lot, right? And actually started to have some fun with it. And I'm going to talk about that, having some fun instead of the anxiety. I had another Diamond member who had a breakthrough recently where he says that now he understands. He's shifting his approach to the bedroom. Before it was fear-based, now it's fun-based. That's where we want to go. Instead of fear, go into the fun. Okay, makes a huge, huge difference in your performance. Yeah, so with that, it's this whole concept of learning how to soothe your anxiety versus manage your anxiety. When it comes to getting throbbing, stage 4, rock hard on command, and lasting as long as you want in the bedroom, both permanently and naturally at any age, the first step is understanding exactly what is going on under the hood of your manhood. Because if a man doesn't understand the basic mechanics of how his manhood works, how can he expect anything he tries to work? He just ends up throwing punches in the dark and then is frustrated when everything he tries stops working and makes his hardness and lasting power worse over time, conveniently leading him to more and more extreme treatments that further destroy his manhood and his ability to perform in the bedroom. So if this is a priority for you and you would like to finally get off of Big Pharma's hamster wheel, keeping you trapped, broken, and desperate, then you're going to want to set aside about 75 minutes to watch this free training I made just for you that's going to allow you to finally understand the ecosystem behind your manhood and bedroom performance. Like fixing a leaky pipe, you can't just drywall over it or you'll end up with a house full of black mold. You have to fix the source of the leaky pipe if you want permanent results that will last a lifetime. So I put a link in the description to claim a 24-hour access pass to my new masterclass that will take you by the hand and show you exactly what's going on under the hood. So you can finally understand exactly what methodologies, frameworks, and systems that our guys are using right now to conquer their bedroom performance permanently and naturally at any age. So go ahead and click the link in the description, and I'll see you inside the masterclass. Xander Holt, signing off.